the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll give it to Mixon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
11-90.
Another try for Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
taking it in from 14 yards out.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He gets this one to Boyd. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Burrow looking to pass. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
On the move past the 40. Look at the big fella go.
Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, 71 yards.
And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And he's got some space here. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 6. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. In motion goes the tight end.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
He finds his man, complete. That's Boyd. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Burrow. Caught on the slant.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball that was coming his way.
So they feel like they've got some...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. From the gun, Jackson.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
11-90.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT, stop!
Burrow on play action.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 33 yards.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Burrow. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Bengals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mixon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Mixon again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Bengals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter.
Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There are so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay, 75 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense a film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. That one complete to Crochet. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Here's Jackson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's got it. And he is going to have a Ravens first down in the middle of something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
And with that, they still have a chance, partner.
Yeah, that ball's knocked away. This game is probably over. But guess what? We still got some ball to play.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on, and yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed, and now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Jackson to throw.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice, and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Throwing, Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he will get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Burrow.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And that is no good. Wide to the right. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. And right now, just absolute